The Israeli-Palestinian conflict has erupted once again, creating a humanitarian catastrophe and threatening to destabilize the entire Middle East. For Europe, this is not a distant crisis. The shockwaves are felt directly through security threats, social tensions, and challenges to the EU's core values. The era of passive diplomacy is over. The violence has exposed the failure of simply managing the conflict. The risk of regional escalation, involving Iran and its proxies, threatens global stability and energy security. Inaction is no longer an option for the EU, whose own security is tied to the region. This is a defining moment, a test of Europe's ability to act as a unified, effective global power. The EU's credibility and its founding principles, human rights, international law, multilateralism, are on the line. Europe must step forward with a clear, unified plan. The US can no longer fill the vacuum alone. A just peace is not just a moral imperative for Europe, it's a strategic necessity. Europe's colonial legacy and the trauma of the Holocaust have shaped a fractured, hesitant approach to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Member states are divided. Some, like Germany, support Israel almost unconditionally. Others, like Ireland and Spain, champion Palestinian rights. This disunity has left the EU as a major donor, but a minor political player, subsidizing a status quo it claims to oppose. Despite condemning illegal settlements, the EU has failed to impose real consequences, undermining its own credibility. Europe's past should drive meaningful action, not justify inaction. The EU's neutral stance has perpetuated a power imbalance, failing to challenge the occupation or support a real two-state solution. Reliance on US leadership has left Europe sidelined when Washington's focus wanes. The EU wields economic power as Israel's top trading partner and the Palestinians' main donor, but rarely uses it for leverage. Internal divisions have blocked bold moves, like recognizing Palestinian statehood or supporting international legal action. The EU's double standards, sanctioning Russia for Ukraine, but not Israel for settlements, undermine its moral authority. This inconsistency signals that international law is negotiable, eroding Europe's credibility. Without unity and resolve, Europe remains a bystander to its own principles. Europe must shift from bystander to principled leader, forging a unified policy, even if it means moving beyond unanimity. The EU should recognize Palestine as a state, making this the starting point for negotiations, not the end. Trade with Israel must be conditional on respect for human rights. Ban settlement products, suspend agreements if necessary, invest in grassroots peace building, supporting organizations that foster dialogue and reconciliation, sanction violent actors on all sides and defend international courts from political pressure, combat disinformation and hate speech that fuel division. A stable Middle East is vital for Europe's own security and prosperity. The time for Europe to lead is now.